The interplay between Donald Trump, Nancy Pelosi, and Schumer. Let's have a look at this famous interaction.
So the wall would get built, but we may not have an agreement today. We probably won't.
Little head swipe there, which tells me that he's critical. It's a critical yes. We probably won't do it. Head swipe.
But we have an agreement on other things that are really good. Nancy, would you like to say something?
Well, thank you, Mr. President, for the opportunity to meet with you so that we can work together in a bipartisan way.
I'm going to speed this up just a tad.
I think the American people recognize that we must keep government open, that a shutdown is not worth anything, and that you should not have a Trump shutdown. You have the White House, the Trump shutdown. You have the White House. You have.
So we've got Donald Trump in his steepling position. This is confident for him. We've got Pence not really doing much, and we've got closed fists. He's uncomfortable and he's moving away from Donald Trump, but I'm not saying he's moving towards Nancy Pelosi, but it's just interesting body language, the way he's sort of pointing.
The Senate, you have the House of Representatives, you have the votes. You should pass it.
No, we don't have the votes, Nancy, because in the Senate we need 6.
Now we've got Nancy Pelosi with her hand up to say or feign, you know, they've all been trained in body language. Hey, I'm honest, I want you to do this. I've got my open palm out.
No, but in the House.
And then it goes around like a whoa, 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 dog, whoa, whoa, whoa. In fact, Donald Trump does the same thing.
We don't
You
have.
could bring it up right now.
Yeah, but
today.
I can't, excuse me, but I can't get it passed in the House if it's not going to pass in the Senate. I don't want to waste time.
Well, the fact is, you can get it started that way.
The House we could get passed very easily,
Okay,
and we
then
do.
do it. Then
But
do
the
it.
problem is the Senate, because we need 10 Democrats to vote,
No,
and
no, that's
they
not
won't
the
vote.
point, Mr. President. The point is
So we're back again. Whoa, back dog.
that there are equities to be weighed. And we're here to have a conversation in a
Correct.
prayerful way, so I don't think we should have a debate in front of the press.
Interesting. So she wants to keep mum on this. She doesn't want the press, you and I, looking in and what's going on in the negotiations. I always get a little suspicious with anyone from any political party who says, oh, we don't want to air our dirty laundry out in public.
On this, but the fact is, the House Republicans could bring up this bill if they had the votes
And we've got pointing, and that can be aggressive.
immediately and set the tone for what you want.
If we thought we were going to get it passed in the Senate, Nancy, we would do it immediately. We'd get it passed very easily in the House.
No, that's
We
not
would
the
get
point.
it, Nancy, I'd have it passed in 2 seconds. It doesn't matter, though, because we can't get it passed in the Senate because we need 10 Democrat votes.
Well,
That's the problem.
again, let us have our conversation, then we
That's
can
right.
meet with the press again. But
Again, she's saying the press are in the way. I want to have this negotiation without everyone listening.
the fact is that legislating, which is what we do,
Right.
you begin, you make your point, you state your case. That's what the House Republicans could do, if they had the votes. But there are no votes in the House.
Again, we've got the pointy finger that is seen as aggressive from a man or woman.
Majority of votes for a wall, no matter where you start.
Exactly right. You don't have
If I needed the votes
Again, we've got Pence not doing much at all, just watching and observing.
for the wall in the House, I would have them in one session,
Well, then
would
go
be
do
done.
it. Go do it.
It doesn't help because we need 10 Democrats in
No,
the
don't put
Senate.
it on the Senate, put
course.
it on the negotiation.
Okay, let me ask you this, and we're doing this in a very friendly manner. It doesn't help for me to take a vote in the House where I will win easily with the Republicans, because I'm not going to get the vote
Don't put
of
it
the
on
Senate. I
Senate,
need
Mr.
10
President.
senators. That's
Mr.
the problem.
President, you have the White House, you have the Senate.
I have
It's a pity she's not wearing an actual microphone, or the microphone isn't near Nancy Pelosi.
the White House. The White House is done, and the House would give me the vote if I wanted it, but I can't because
you
I need,
can't-
Nancy, I need 10 votes
So that was a Nancy, stop, whoa, I'm still talking. And then we've got our aggressive hand coming in again.
from Chuck.
All right, let me say
President,
something here.
Let me just say one thing. The fact is, you do not have the votes in the House.
Nancy, I do, and we need
Well, let's
border
take the
security.
vote, we'll
Nancy,
find out.
Nancy, we need border security. It's very simple.
Of course we do.
We need border security.
do.
People are pouring into our country, including terrorists. We have terrorists. We caught 10 terrorists over the last very short period of time. 10. These are very serious people. Our border agents, all of our law enforcement has been incredible what they've done. But we caught 10 terrorists. These are people that were looking to do harm. We need the wall. We need, more important than anything, we need border security, of which the wall is just a piece. but it's important. Chuck, did you want to say
Yeah,
something?
here's what I want to say. We have a lot of disagreements here. The Washington Post today gave you a whole lot of Pinocchios because they say you constantly misstate how much the wall is built, how much of the wall is built, and how much is there. But that's not the point here. We have a disagreement about the wall,
Washington
whether
Post.
it's effective or whatever. Not on border security, but on the wall. We do not want to shut down the government. You have called 20 times.
Okay, again, here we go. Here's the aggressiveness. It's coming straight up from, is it Schumer? Yes.
To shut down the government. You say, I want to shut down the government. We don't.
And now we've got Donald Trump sort of swaying in his seat, ready to pounce again, though.
We want to come to an agreement. If we can't come to an agreement, we have solutions that will pass the House and Senate right now and will not shut down the government, and that's what we're urging you to do. Not threaten to shut down the government,
You don't
because
want to
let me
shut
just
down the
finish.
government.
Now, you'll notice that Schumer looks out to the audience, which is us, which is the cameras, and he wants to get backed up by the cameras.
Because you can't get
The
your
last
way.
time you shut it down, you got
Yeah,
killed.
let me say something, Mr. President. You just say, my way or we'll shut down the government. We have a proposal that Democrats and Republicans will support to do a CR that will not shut down the government. We urge you to take
And
it.
if it's not good border security, I
It
won't
is
take
very
it.
good border
And if it's not
security.
good border security,
Okay, moving in his seat, Schumer, trying to get purchase.
I won't take it.
It's what the
Because when you look at these numbers of the effectiveness of our border security, and when you look at the job that we're doing
you
with
just
our
said it is
military-
effective.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah, you just said it's
Without
effective.
a wall, these are only
Not listening there.
areas where you have the walls.
We wanna do
Where
this-
you have walls, Chuck, it's effective.
We-
Where you don't have
Wait a
walls,
second.
it
Let's
is not
call a halt
effective.
to this.
Yeah.
Let's call a halt to this. We've come in here as the first branch of government, the Article 1, the legislative branch. We're coming in good faith to negotiate with you
Again, we haven't got Pence doing much at all, just watching and listening.
about how we can keep the government
Open.
We're going to keep it
the
open if
American-
we have border
the
security.
American-
If we don't have border security,
I'm
Chuck,
with you.
we're not going to keep it
I'm
open.
with you. We are going to have border security.
And it's the same border. You're bragging about what has been done.
By us.
We want to do the same thing we did last year, this year. That's all.
Okay, so we've got Nancy Pelosi being the reasonable, quiet tone, and then we've got the strong tone coming in from Schumer.
Our proposal. If it's good then, it's good now, and it won't shut down the government.
Chuck, we can build a
But that's
much
it.
bigger
Let's
section with
debate.
more money.
Now, when we use our hands so much, we're trying to convey what we want to say. I mean, it's pretty obvious, but it's interesting that both of these Democrats are really using their arms and their hands.
Let's debate in private, okay? Yeah, let's debate in private.
So he's just flicking that off. Let's debate in private.
Devoid, frankly, of fact, and we can.
We need
dispel
border
that.
security. I think we all agree that we need border security.
Yes,
Is that
we
right?
Okay, so Donald Trump said that about 4 or 5 times.
do. Good, we do.
See? We get
Okay, flat down, done.
along. Thank you, everybody.
Mr. President, you say border security and the wall. Can you have border security without the wall?
You need the wall. The wall is a part of border
Defining
security.
what it means to have border security.
Yeah.
And so we've got Schumer. Okay, so Schumer's laughing his head off over here in the corner because he's going, that's exactly what I was thinking too with that question. Let's have a look at that again.
Thank you, everybody.
Mr. President, you say border security and the wall. Can you have border security without the wall?
You need the wall. The wall is a part of border security.
What it means to have border security.
Yeah. We need.
So it looks like I would say that the Schumers, that Pelosi, the Democrats rely on the press to be in their corner.
Need border security. The wall is a part of border security. You can't have very good border security without the wall. No.
That's really not true.
Just
That is a political.
Now, if we look at Schumer, he's looking down and not really engaging with Donald Trump. So it's like he's either trying to really think hard here and go for the launch.
Promise. Border security is a way to effectively honor our
And
responsibility.
the experts say you can do border security without a wall, which is wasteful and doesn't solve the problem.
It totally solves
But
the
I don't
problem.
want to take this.
And it's very important.
Unfortunately, this has spiraled downward when we came at a place to say, how do we meet the needs of American people who have needs? The economy has People are losing their jobs, the market's in a mood. Our members are already
Well, we have the lowest unemployment that we've had in 50 years.
60 people of the Republican.
So Nancy is not addressing that. However, Donald Trump did cut in. Just going fast time here.
Party are losing their offices now because of the transition. People are not. The morale
And we've gained
is
in the
not-
Senate. Nancy, we've
morale-
gained in the Senate. Excuse me, did we win the Senate?
is
We
not
won the
in
Senate.
Okay, so Nancy's ignoring what's coming over.
When the president brags that he won North Dakota and Indiana, he's in real trouble.
I did.
Let me say this.
We did win
Let me say this.
North Dakota.
This
And
is
We've got the Dripping Delight smile here from Schumer.
the most unfortunate thing. We came in here in good faith, and
Again, we've got nothing from Pence.
we're entering into this kind of a discussion in the public view.
But it's not bad, Nancy.
It's
It's called transparency.
I know, it's not transparency when we're not stipulating to a set of facts, and when we wanted to have a debate with you about saying we confront some of those facts without
You know
saying
what?
to the
We need
public,
border security.
this
That's what we're going to be
isn't
talking about, border security. If we don't have border security, we'll shut down the government. This country needs border security.
We
The
agree
wall
with
is a
that.
part of border security. Let's have a talk. We're going to get the wall built, and we've done a lot of wall already.
How big a part of border security is the wall?
It's a big section. It's a big part of
Is
it.
it everything that you need?
It's a big part of it. We need to have effective border security. We need a wall in certain parts. No, not in all parts, but in certain parts of a 2,000-mile border, we need a wall.
How much money?
We are doing it much under budget. We're actually way under budget on the areas that we've renovated and areas that we've built. I would say if we got $5 billion, we could do a tremendous chunk of wall.
Are you willing to accept less, though, and are your guests?
Well, we're going to see. We're going to see. Look, we have to have the wall. This isn't a question. This is a national emergency. Drugs are pouring into our country. People with tremendous medical difficulty and medical problems are pouring in, and in many cases, it's contagious. They're pouring into our country. We have to have border security. We have to have a wall as part of border security. And I don't think we really disagree so much. I also know that, Nancy's
Again, we've got a head swipe here. Critical, yes.
in a situation where it's not easy for her to talk right now, and I understand that, and I fully understand that. We're going to have a good discussion, and we're going to see what happens. But we have to have border security.
Mr. President, please don't characterize the strength that I bring to this meeting as the leader of the House Democrats who just won a big victory.
Elections
But
have
let me-
A lot of hand movement from Nancy Pelosi.
consequences,
let me
Mr.
just-
President.
let me
Nothing from Pence.
Just say.
That's right. And that's why the country
Steepling from Donald Trump.
is doing so well.
What the president is representing in terms of his cards over there are not factual. We have to have an evidence-based conversation about what does work.
Now notice how she's got her thumb and her finger touching. It's the nicer way of actually pointing.
What money has
A lot of politicians are trained in that.
been spent and how effective it is. This is about the security of our country. We take an oath to protect and defend. And we don't want to have that mischaracterized by any.
I agree with that. No, I agree
So we had defensive posture from Donald Trump with folded arms.
with
We
that.
are cool. So let us have
And when he agreed, he loosened up.
a conversation where we don't have to contradict in public the statistics that you put forth, but instead can have a conversation about what will really work and what the American people deserve from us at this uncertain time in their
She is going on and on a bit.
lives.
One thing I think we can agree on is we shouldn't shut down the government over a dispute. And you want to shut it down. You keep talking about
The
it.
last time, Chuck, you shut it down.
No.
And then you opened
20
it up very
times.
quickly.
Okay, so we've got two alpha males going at it here.
And
20
I
times.
don't want to do what you did.
20 times you
Chuck.
have called for, I will shut down the government if I don't get my wool. None of us have
You
said.
want to know something?
You've said
okay,
it.
you want to put that on
You've
my...
said it.
I'll take it.
Okay, good.
You know what I'll say? Yes. If we don't get what we want, one way or the other, whether it's through you, through a military, through anything you want to call, I will shut down the government.
Okay, fair
Absolutely.
enough.
And
We
I am
disagree.
proud, and I'll
We
tell you
disagree.
what.
Interesting. I am proud. Pull. So he's pushing him away with the hand out. And let's have a look at what else he does with his hands.
And
We
I am
disagree.
proud, and I'll
We
tell you what.
disagree.
And I'll tell you what. So he's pointing at everyone.
I am proud to shut down the government for
Forward in his seat.
border security, Chuck, because the people of this country don't want criminals and people that have lots of problems and drugs pouring into our country. So I will take the mantle. I will be the one to shut it down. I'm not going to blame you for it. The last time you shut it down, it didn't work. I will take the mantle of shutting down. And I'm going to shut
And interesting how Schumer even nodded to that. Oh, right, really?
it down for border
But we
security.
believe you shouldn't shut it
Okay.
down.
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
So we had basically kids having a scrap with this guy just watching. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens if this wall gets built or not, and if the wall does get built, if it's going to stop the drugs from getting in over the border. You'd probably have to look at the water as well, and of course the air, because planes do fly over walls. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this quick video on these politicians from the United States.